Hi guys, welcome back. It's Chrissy the Crystal Indigo and I am here with your collective reading energy update. Don't forget to like, share, comment, subscribe. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section. I want you to watch the video all the way through the end. And I also do not want you to fast forward because I have important communication to give you. So the first thing I want to say is I thank all of you, my new clients, subscribers, everyone who's been sending me emails with your uplifting messages of encouragement. Thank you for sharing, for liking, for subscribing to the channel. For those of you who sent energy exchange donations, thank you. I am back in full effect in my pharmacy, which I'm really excited about. Like I said, I knew I didn't have the COVID, but I really needed to get back out on the front lines to continue to get masks and things like that to the nurses who work at the hospital literally down the street from my job. And so I asked Spirit to help me, help you understand what we need to work on during this time, what we need to tune into during this time, our gifts, how are they helping us during this time, and just the energy in general, whether you're a light worker, indigo, star seed, divine masculine, divine feminine. This is a collective, mystic, white witch, it doesn't matter. We are all one, and it's all about people helping people. And so with that being said, I also have been getting positive feedback for the herbal hand sanitizer that I created. It's beautiful. It's posted on the page in the community tab, and I don't want to run out, so I want to give you guys the opportunity to go to the website, order your bottle that you want, whether the 2-ounce or the 4-ounce. I'm telling you, it is so healing. So at my pharmacy, my one of my ASMs, he is not into spirituality at all, and so I sprayed some on his mask. And so today he asks, where's that stuff you sprayed on me yesterday? You got more of it? And it lit me up, because it's not so much about the hand sanitizer. It's more about the healing properties that goes along with it. And those that are being shipped out actually are being charged with the new moon. So talks about abundance, intentions. I put a lot of love into these herbal hand sanitizers for you guys, and you can also spray it around your house, use it as a room spray, but once you smell it, you're going to be blown away. And I also will send out little treats with your herbal hand sanitizer as well. With that being said, guys, follow me on Instagram. I have been consistently posting lately. I'm giving you information about what's going on. My Instagram handle is Chrissy the Crystal Indigo. Excuse me. And check out the website, because I updated some services on there. I had somebody reach out to me for next month for Akashic reading. So guys, I'm here to help you as much as I can. You can compare my exchanges. I don't call them prices, I call them exchanges, because it's an energy exchange to any other person that does my services, and you will see why I love what I do. It's not about the money. It's about you guys growing. It's about you evolving. It's about you understanding your journey. But as spiritual workers, as doing this work, there has to be some exchange, or the energy isn't put out into the universe the way that it should be. And you can Google that too. So you guys know I'm honest. I give you readings when you want them. And I always stay in communication. I always follow up and check on you guys. So I'm happy that I have all of you here with me and on the journey. And I'm just so grateful. And I just want to say to each and everyone who wrote me an email and you said I love you, or in your comments and you say I love you. I get so shy when I hear that word, but I'm telling you, I love you is right back at you, okay? And I'm sending all of you so much love and light. Now, let's dive right into the reading, okay? All right, so for the first card for the collective, we got the Page of Wands. And so with this energy, I know this is something that's happening right now. A lot of the divine masculines in the collective, or maybe even divine feminines, they're turning away from energy that no longer serves or grow them. So for example, if you were in a connection where you're the divine feminine and you were dealing with somebody else, and you realizing this is not the person, this twin flame or this soulmate, however you resonate, that's what you're gravitating to. And for the divine masculine, that is where the divine masculine is gravitating to. It's like this person is in the background, but he's like, you know what? I've had my enlightenment. I got what I need. I understand what my path is. I know where I need to go. And he's not even looking back. And I'm saying only he, the energies are interchangeable because this is a male in the card. But here with the divine masculine, they're turning away from, you know, people who they thought, you know, in whatever situation that they wanted, like that was good for them. And they're starting to realize that some people who they thought were their soulmates and then you came into their life, that's not the case. They're realizing you are their one. And so they've been getting their awakening. They've been getting their healing. They've been going through the dark night of the soul. And no matter what they go through, you always come back to their mind. You are always on their mind. You are always in their visions. You are always in their dreams, even if they don't tell you that, okay? So know that your divine masculines are moving forward and they're not looking back on whatever was not for their better goods, you know, in the past. And this is now they're come to their realization. Now they see you are their one. And I saw this card when I was shuffling 3 times. So the next card out is 3 of Wands. So this is some really heavy fire energy. So Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. So with 3, again, like we've talked about this card before, he's dressed in all red, like he stepped into his power. He has the green around his right shoulder. So, you know, there he's done some healing and working on that heart chakra. And here again, this is only clarifying that it could have been a third party situation, whether people, whether job, whether addiction. But this individual here is choosing their one. They are confident. I can let this go. I can send out, you know, my abundance. I can put out my affirmations or my intentions, but I know what I'm going to get back. I know this ego is going to come back to me. I know, you know, I have faith that, let me allow you to fly and I know you'll be back. And with this here, I think it's really beautiful because it's like, I'm confident now. Like I know what I need to do. I know where I stand. And even with them, it's like in the energy, I just need to do me right now. I just need to figure my own way out. But I wish my person would know in their heart that I'm coming back for them, right? And you guys know I don't fluff you up. If it's not that, it's not that. But this is the energy, guys. This is the energy. And I've been feeling it strong too as well. And I've been keeping my word, only communicating to the divine masculine on the 5D, even though on the 3D to my divine masculine may seem like I'm just got done, like not communicating, not talking at all. But on the 5D, I'm here. I'm walking with you every step of the way, right? The next card out, we have the 4 of Wands. And so this is that card, the 1111. There's that magnetic energy. There's this union. This is what's on, the divine feminine's energy and what's on the divine masculine's energy. And here, it's like we're getting closer and closer to union. Some unions are happening in the spring. Some unions are happening in the summer. But again, this is the time for the divine feminine to do your work. And I understand you're like, why do I always have to do the work? They don't have to do anything but heal. Understand that you guys are one, but you are the leader. You awoken first. So you have to help them out and support them. We're not saying be a crutch or like, be at their beck and call or feel like you, have them be codependent upon you. That's not what we're saying. What we're saying is continue to do your self-love, continue to be in your purpose, because this is going to allow the divine masculine the strength to continue to follow you, right? You ever notice how when you ignore somebody, don't pay them any attention, and boom, hi, how are you? Out the blue, right? So this is the energy you need to be in, and it has to be from a loving energy. It's not like you're doing this, maliciously just to get them to come to you. That's not the case. You want to do it from your angelic presence, from your light worker presence, from your star seed presence, from your indigo presence. You should be at a stage right now, almost, if you're not already there, that unconditional forgiving love for those who are doing the work. And again, I want you guys to comment in my comment sections if you and your divine counterpart has come into union. I got 1 email so far. I'm waiting on the rest of you guys. Like, we're in this together. We have to show others that there is hope, okay? The overall energy is the 8 of Pentacles. And so here we have for the overall, everybody's working on their pentacle. Everyone's trying to make sure, I'm living in my life path and purpose. For the divine feminine, they're stepping into their spiritual work. They're opening their spiritual businesses. For the divine masculine, again, there's different waves of them, because there's some of them aren't awakened. Some of them are ascending. Some of them just started to awaken. Some of them just getting off the dark night of the soul. Because remember, however long it takes you to keep resisting, you're making it difficult for yourself. So that's why it's easier to surrender. And once they realize the surrender part, they're going to be like, oh wow, okay, like I could have done this a long time ago, right? So here we have the Eight of Pentacles, and this person is look at everything that I've built up or I've been saving. Like, look what, like the hard work. This also represents earth energy, the earth element. So it's Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, right? But look at this here, right? And Pentacles have been like one of the focuses for our connection, because the divine masculine is feeling like they don't have enough to offer us. They're not good enough. They can't give us what we require or deserve. When all we wanted was just unconditional love. You can keep everything else, right? So the cards I saw when shuffling, the Chariot. I also saw the Page of Wands, the Six of Wands. Okay, look at that. I'm telling you, union is happening for a lot of you guys. And I also saw the Eight of Cups. So with this, it talks about the self-love. This is what you do to bring your union together. Divine feminine, you really have to be in your power, really loving yourself. When I wake up now, it's just like either I'm telling myself I love me, or I'm talking to the source, God, spirit, divine, and we're kicking it. Like, it's a great energy to be in, and you got to keep vibrating high no matter what. Watch your triggers. When you notice those emotions coming up, take a breath, walk around the block or something, and get back to get on the right foot after that. Like, just shake it off, right? Because especially with the new moon in Taurus, we got to really pay attention to these inner childhood wounds that are coming up, the triggers, because this is just a test. Come on, we got to get through it. We got to get past it. We've been through this, right, guys? All right. So let's dive into the Mystic Moon Oracle. For divine masculine, the first card out is mute. So a lot of your divine masculines haven't been in communication, or barely to no communication, right? So they've been in mute because they've been mute, because they've been really thinking about, how do I make my move? What do I do next? They're getting all these different thoughts where they have to really just take a chill pill and kind of soak it all in. Remember, a lot of them are quarantined at home, their jobs aren't opening because of the lockdown. And so they have no other choice, again, but to sit with their shit and realize everything that happened within your connection, because now they can't run from it. You have to face how you've treated people. You have to face what you've done. The next card out is for your divine masculine. For those who don't know what a twin flame is, they're realizing like you're their soulmate, like you're their one. And for some of them, they, wait, nope, Spirit don't want me to say that. I'll keep it how it was. They're realizing that you're their one. So they don't know the term twin flame. They don't get that part, but they do know what they've been grown up under, the term soulmate, right? The next card out is ascending. So for some of the divine masculines in the collective, they are ascending. They're really going through their spiritual transformation. And then for those, some of them are still awakened, still resisting, still trying to hold on to that old life, when, again, if they're not allowing it to happen like it should happen, it's going to get, worse and worse and worse for the divine masculine. So for those that are in that energy where they're still unawakened, and it's because some of them are contemplating, like, right from left, what do I do? I have these thoughts, and I'm feeling like this, and everything's like in their mind a mile a minute, right? So these are some really good energies for the divine masculine. Okay. The next card for divine feminine, I also saw this card when shuffling. It says the answer is yes. Okay. Surrender, which this group for divine feminines, you are definitely in, some of you are on your way to your life path and purpose work, or some of you just dive right into your purpose work and you are really lighting up the world right now. So this is really good. The next card out Recognition, yep, divine feminine is on board. The elevator is reaching all floors, okay? It's not making any stops. It's reaching all floors. So this is a good sign, right? So the recognition, I know. Devotion. So divine feminine, those who are really tuning into this collective or this message, it's like you know what you have to do. You're not in that stage anymore where you're like, okay, it's tit for tat. Okay, you're not speaking to me, I'm not calling you. No, it's like you still wake up and you still have that unconditional love. And even though they're a meatball, you still are like, you know what? You smile and you're like, divine timing is at work in your love life. You have to allow divine timing to play out. And I'm slowly, again, we all have our setbacks. Like some weeks we're like, I'm all for it. And then the other weeks was like, okay, you know what? I just want to get a baby and like go get me a house and I can deal with that. But again, the end of the journey is going to be so well worth it, right? I mean, look how your spiritual gifts are expanding. Look at the opportunities that are being presented to you. Look at you now stepping out, opening your own business. And with balancing of the scales, like this can also represent Libra energy as well. But this has come out also over the last couple of weeks. And again, this energy today is really healthy for the collective, right? So that means we all are thinking from high vibrations. Like even with the divine masculine, they're thinking from their heart chakra versus, the 3D. The overall energy is conclusions. So it makes perfect sense. And then under conclusions, reinvention, metamorphosis, return. Awesome, right? Like when spirit wants you to know what's going on, spirit gonna tell you what's going on. All right, the cards I saw when shuffling: spring, summer. So some of you guys will be coming into union in spring. Some of you guys will be coming into union in summer, or some of you guys have special dates in those seasons, okay? The next card is understanding, crossroads, and lessons, okay? So again, the energy today is so beautiful, but we have to continue to vibe high or we throw off the energy, okay? All right, if you guys have any questions or concerns, don't forget to email me or write me in the comment section. All right, so now we're going to dive into Kyle Gray's Ancestors and Angels, or Angels and Ancestors. I love this deck so much. And I ask Spirit, help me help the collective into figuring out what gifts they need to work with, what they need to do in regards to what's happening right now. We won't give it a name. And to help, others, light your light up. Okay, so that first, look, this came out the other day, high priest. So you have to be in your high priest or high priestess energy. Okay, you're very magical. You're very spiritual. Like, go with your gifts. And when you're encountering, individuals as you go through your day, if you're not on lockdown and you're an essential worker, don't forget to continue to spread your light. Okay. The next card is Magic Guardians. Unlock the magic within. So again, a lot of you guys have magic. I'm getting Isis, Goddess Isis. So a lot of you guys have magic within you. Okay. Oh, I'm getting Oshun. Okay. Let me know if it resonates. Yemaye. Okay. Or maybe that's the energy that's around as I'm doing this reading. But here, it says Magic Guardian, and it says unlock the magic within. So you have it within you. So I'll give you an example. I only been on my journey for 3 years, right? And so what I was going to tell you? Okay. So when my gifts start to develop, I don't know how to control them, right? And so I'll have to tell somebody that knows the gift or have the gift, all right, show me how you do it, or show me what you do. And then they'll give me like an idea, or well, when you do it like this, then it works like this. And then that's how I figured out how to do it on my own. So remember when I gave you guys that news the other day about, hey, like if you want a past life regression, like I can do it. Or, because all I needed was to figure out the I call it, it's in my book, and they laugh at me every time I say it. formula. Okay, so I have this cool way of learning, and I always do it in the formula format, so that way it's easier for me to be able to understand it. And so when it comes to the gifts, that's how it's easy for me to develop them, like instead of like waiting and like trying to like get a mentor and figure it out. No. And so when I was doing the past life and I was in meditation, it was like, cut the meditation off, you don't need that, it's already within you. And like, even though I ignored the voice I was hearing, I continued to let the meditation play, but automatically what I needed to do was already happening. And so you guys have so much magic within you, okay? And Spirit is just saying, like, use your gifts. Like, you know what's within you. And if you have, concerns about, what is your gift? Because I get that emailed a lot. Like, can you help me, figure out my gifts? Like, I want to understand what I have. And then you can tell by the visions you get. You can tell by the people you're around. Like, how do you feel when you're around certain individuals? That's also a clue. Okay. So, I can tell you a little bit with the magic guardian. It's right. It says, stop looking outside yourself and recognize that you have incredible powers within. It says, magic with a K is the energy of the universe that allows you to manifest and create through the direction and power of your will. It changes according to your frequency. The magic guardian is a representation of the angel of magic who helps you direct your will to bring something into creation. She is the angel who swirls around shamans and wise ones when they are calling on the energy of magic to help them manifest something that will be healing and supportive of their path. She is the angel of all magic that is directed for the highest good of whoever is working with it. It says, you are the magic, you are the answer, you have it all within you. If you've been searching for an answer or a reason to focus, recognize that all that you are looking for is already within you. You are a powerful and magical person with the capacity to direct your intention and will, your desires into being. But your power can only be powerful when you own it. So take time to acknowledge it. Your ability to dedicate yourself to a goal and make it happen is a real gift that you are being guided to recognize now. So they're just saying, like, whatever it is that you want to bring into fruition, you can. And it's all about like learning and trusting yourself, learning and trusting who you are. So when I started getting my gifts of channeling, and I would be doing readings, and then it'd be names just jumping out as I'm doing the person's reading or my client's reading. And in my head, I'm like, shut up. Like, let me focus. And when I would ignore it and be like, I said, Johnny, like that. Like, and so I'll go and tell the client, like, I don't know who so-and-so is, but, clearly they're trying to like communicate something about this individual. And then they'll write back and be like, that's my boyfriend. He was the one, so-and-so. And they're shocked when I do that. And sometimes it could be a person that you haven't met yet or tied to your partner. So your gifts come when you are ready to receive them. If you are afraid, you're only pushing them further away. Okay. Sorry, I went on a little tangent there, but where's your next cards? Okay. So the shield mating, it says make plans and focus. Okay. So this is another one of you guys' gifts that you need to work with. All right. So I want you to just look at the card there for a second and let me know what type of energy that you feel comes up with this card. And then it says for here, it talks about have a plan or strategy in place before moving forward. And it talks about the shield mating, a female knight. I'm trying to get to her gifts. Okay, here it is. She is, okay. So it says, shield maiden brings a fiercely feminine energy, the power to be a warrior while retaining feminine sensitivity. She is ready to put her plan into action. She's ready to go into battle. Her medicine helps to move beyond any unsettled feelings when our plans start to take shape and follow through with our strategies in order to be where we want to be. Shield maidens work together in times gone by to create shield walls of protection. So she also shows us how to work with others in order to bring our plans into fruition. Okay. So it talks about using your warrior's heart. It talks about also you guys have the gift to shield, like you can shield off your energy field where that way no one can, you know, screw around with you energetically. You know what I mean? Like your twin flame is your one, like you're each other's part of each other's soul. That, whatever. But everything else, dark entities, or when you go into an environment, shield that off or even shield others from being harmed. So this is one of your gifts, and how you do that. One way is I always pull a white light around me from floor to crown, or if I'm sitting in my bed, I'll do from my sacral area all the way up to my crown because I'm in meditation position. So you guys have a lot of gifts where you can shield others or put your shield around others for protection. Okay? So that's why this is called the Shield Maiden. The next card for you guys, for your gifts that you need to work with during this time, it says Broken Arrow. Broken Arrow. So it says embrace the energy of peace. So this is really good too. Transmuting your energy, right? So focus on peace. And I learned this exercise. It's like a twin flame channel that I was watching. But anyway, she was talking about like how you take your energy and wherever you feel those triggers, wherever, like if it's in your gut, if it's in your armpit, or you know how different energy sits in different places, and how you can move that energy and sit the energy of love in that section, and you can clear it out that way, especially if you're doing energy healing work or past life regression work or Akashic Records readings where you have to do a little journeying with your client. You have to make sure that you know how to, work the energies and bring that peace, okay? And it's called transmuting energy. The next is the White Witch, okay? And so again, this says be the light. Guys, I do not want anyone a part of the collective or a part of our soul family here thinking that witches are bad, they're evil, or anything like that. Because remember, you have to do your research. You have to come to your own discernment, especially during this time. It's not a coincidence that, we're learning more and more about different things and different metaphysical topics, or, religions and things like that, or, other things that are coming to light. And so with this White Witch, it says be the light. You know what I mean? Some of you light workers may be a White Witch. You never know. So with the White Witch, I want to read this to you because I know a lot of people, when they hear witches or whatever, they are on froze mode. And it's like when someone says witch to me now that I'm, more of an adult, I'm like, oh, okay, cool. But if you would have told me that, say 6 years ago, I would have been like, and walked right off. But now it's like, we're all one. We've been something in one form of our lives, right? So with the White Witch, it says be the light. Take the higher road and choose the light. Remove yourself from lower energy experiences. Okay? And it also, I want to get to the gifts. That's how okay. It says, let me see. Okay, so basically, Spirit wants you to be reminded of the goodness that's within you, okay? And then it says, here we go, the extended message. No matter what is happening to you or around you, you have a choice. Choose not to be pulled into dramas, bickering, or energies that are just going to limit your joy. If you are surrounded by people who are hostile towards you or someone else, you are in a negative situation. Perhaps in your workplace, you are being invited to be the light. You are an incredible person who can really bring light. So how can you change the energy? How can you redirect the conversation to love? How can you protect yourself? How can you help the person that is being picked on? Or are you the one who is guilty of causing a drama? You will know the answers. You will know the answers. It says know also that you are being encouraged to shine the light you were born to share. And so again, White Witch, the light. You guys are very magical. You guys know how to do a lot of things. All right. You also, whether you're a White Witch or not, you also can, you can see, you have that sight. Okay. And then we have the symbol here. I think this is called a pentagram, I think. Yeah, I think so. But you can correct me in the comment sections. But again, it's called sacred geometry. I'm going to start working with that as well. because I definitely want to make sure I am ready. So when we are called to do what we need to do, I am well aware and well equipped, okay? Especially for you guys, so I can be able to support you. The autumn. So it says release the old and rest. Release the old and rest. So again, this talks about, letting things go, dying things. Things are dying away that no longer serves us or grow us, but it's going to be reborn in a new way. Like when you think about the fall, right? This says autumn. The leaves come off the tree. What happens in the springtime? They're back and they're beautiful, right? So we're going through this like kind of dark time, because all of us need to be shed clean and brought back anew, right? I'm also paying attention to the moon. I think that's a waning or waxing moon that's on the card. Okay. The next, it says snake, shed old skin. Shed old skin. And I could have sworn I saw smoke in here too. Where is that one? I don't know. I guess it slipped away. And so this is the snake, and it talks about shed old skin, right? So let's see, since this is the first time this card has come out, let's see what we can give for you guys to help you understand. All right. So it says, cast off the old, reveal your true colors, talents, and gifts to the world. All right. So let's dive in. It says, I'll read the whole thing, actually. This is very important for you guys. It says, in many spiritual traditions, the snake offers powerful medicine. In tantric teachings, it symbolizes the kundalini, which is the powerful serpentine energy within that allows you to reach your highest spiritual potential. When the sacred one saw a snake in nature or encountered one in a dream, they knew that there was transformation in the air. For me, the snake heart not only represents the shedding of old skin, but moving beyond the limitations, because by carrying the venom of negative thoughts about others or the past, okay? The extended message, the energy of renewal is washing over your life at this time. If for some reason you feel that your true self hasn't been recognized or you've been mistreated by others, know this energy is now leaving you. As you've been working through your old stories and all of the self-limiting beliefs that you've accumulated along the way, you've been peeling away a shield of skin that has created limiting experiences. Your own personal commitment to growth has been recognized, and now the external world will begin to reflect all of the work that you've been doing within. If you feel someone you love has misunderstood you recently, they will be able to see beyond that. If you are willing to recognize your own challenges, excuse me, this is a time for renewal, abundance, and connections. Let yourself be reborn and celebrated. All right. And so the next card we have for the overall energy is spring. And we're in springtime right now as we speak. Okay. So this talks about embrace the change. This is on the horizon. Allow your dreams to become reality. Right. So there are important energies that are ushering in right now. So we've been talking about the downloads, the light codes. Watch your intentions, watch your affirmations. Remember to say what it is that you want to see. And now that I'm communicating this part to you, the timestamp on the watch there, or the timer, is 3333. So good job. So guys, know that all these shifts, all these energy downloads and light codes that are coming to us, it's definitely helping us, okay? And some of us are getting a lot of the blue images in our meditations, and it's because we're getting the Lumerian light codes, like more starseed light codes that are coming down, okay? So now we're going to dive into the energy cards, all right? Energy oracle. So for the collective, whether you're divine masculine or feminine, number 3, okay? And it talks about blossoming abundance. Blossoming abundance. So know that during this time when we're going through what we're going through, that we are receiving so much abundance, whether monetarily, or, emotionally, or just in life, in general. Like, this is the energy, this is what's happening, especially for those who have been doing their work, those who are not resisting, and those who are at least are trying and to make an effort, okay? The next card out is number 29. 2 and 9 is 11. And so it talks about the world. All right. So look here, what's happening. Like, you see, one side of the world is dark, one side of the world is blue. But also in this entire card, we see that beautiful blue color. And I just communicated to you guys about Lumeria, right? And so a lot of us are getting that Lumeria energy, and read about it, and so that way you'll understand a lot more too as well. And I know Conscious Evolution, her page, she really has some great videos about that as of late. So this talks about expansion, opening up, right? And so this talks about basically you shining your light. I wanted to get into, it doesn't have just a snippet. Yeah, it talks about you shining your light, expanding your vision, and really stepping into your power and your purpose, right? You see, it's only one individual in the card here, right? And it's like he's walking out. There's water, there's the moon, and we're in a new moon right now, so this is really amazing, right? And then the overall energy, we got the angel of abundance. Angel of strength, but I'm pretty sure we'll have angel of abundance pretty soon. But this talks about, like, during this time, just have strength. Like, do not, fall. Do not think that we can't get through this as a collective. Because as light workers, you can attest to it. Like, you haven't been touched by this thing that we're not giving a name. We're not giving it power. We're not giving it strength. And so here you're being the light for everyone else who is falling apart. And that's why it's very important to learn how to transmute your energy, right? Okay, good job. All right, guys, if this reading is resonating with you, do not forget to like, share, comment, subscribe. You can donate to the channel. That information is below in the description box. So, fun fact, when we do these readings, and they're very strong, and they have so much energy in them. You hear my voice. You saw how I started my reading, and you see it now, right? So this is what a lot of us talk about when we talk about the energy exchange donations, right? Because doing this, and even if I was having a client, it will be just like this. Like you're pulling on different energies. You're getting so much information, and that's why we do that. Because some of us really get drained, and if we pick up on energies and we're not shielding ourselves and protecting ourselves, that energy can latch onto us as well. So, so for the Moonology deck, right? I decided to use it because of the new moon. So the first card out is nothing will come of this situation void of a course moon. So what this is saying is like, you have nothing to worry about. Keep staying the course. Stop stressing out about it, right? And then with this full moon, like really staring at me like that, I feel like with May 7th, the flower moon that's coming, you are going to be able to see some light in your connections, all right? Or light in your spiritual gifts, or some positive light in regards to your spiritual business that you are developing or growing, okay? The next message, a time for healing. So this is for all of us, right? The healing. We have to do the healing work, whether you're divine feminine, whether you're divine masculine, whether you're a light worker or a star seed, healing must be done. And so you have to really understand why it's important for your healing, instead of repressing everything, repressing it. Okay? The next card that came out, what do you need to release? This is the waning moon, okay? This is the waning moon. So what do you need to release? Look at what's happening around you. Look at your life. Look at some adjustments that you want to do or make, and fill it with your discernment. Like, what do I need to release? And the next card, a new start is coming, new moon. When I saw this, I was like, yes. All right. So know that your abundance is on the way. Know that your fruitions are coming to reality. Know that what you're putting out in your manifestations are coming right back to you. So it's important to understand how you're thinking and how you're showing your gratitude. Every morning, I want you to tell yourself, you love you. right? And mean it. Do it for 3 days and see if on the third day, if you don't break down crying, all right? I've given someone else this test before too as well. It hurts. Get in the mirror and I want you to do it for 30 days and see what day was it hard for you to do it. All right? Just a little information there for you guys. Overall energy, expect powerful change. Wow, look at how beautiful that is. I even got, look at my hand, just red as I don't know what. Let me show you guys. You guys really be having me on planet Pluto. Expect powerful change, new moon eclipse. So you got 2 new moon cards. And look at all of this in, awakening, enlightenment energy. That star seed, like Lemuria. And like I'm telling you guys, I wouldn't communicate it to you if I didn't physically see it for myself, right? We can sit down, you know, one day, you know, open up the world again and have like a little group chat, a little meetup and the stories and like just the, you know, the most beautiful things I can share with you guys and you guys can share with me. It's going to be an amazing time, right? Okay, so we're going to dive into Work Your Light. You know I have to end with either Work Your Light or Starseed Oracle. All right, so the first card that came out is Trust the Path. And I laughed when I saw this because I was just like, if they could just figure it out, if they could just let the elevator hit all floors, we will be right here on the same page. So it's saying, trust your path. If you knew you would be supported, what would you do? Okay. The next card, the ever unfolding rose. Remember, this has come out a lot for the collectives. It says cracked open. It's happening for you, not to you. So you're going through this because it's important for your journey and where you're being led and guided to, okay? The next card, answer the call. What is your soul calling you to do? Wow. And this has come out not as much as the other card, right? So I advise, like for those who haven't seen the other collective videos, like go back and write down information because this is going to be like very helpful. It says, trust the niggle. What is the niggling feeling trying to tell you? Again, your discernment, your gut, your intuition. Okay? I didn't even plan for this reading to be this long. All right, I have a special treat for you guys. All right, so we're going to pull 3, okay? Okay, we got the 3. And we're going to do, the intention is to do upright. We're not going to do, okay, I got one that's just blank. Okay, we're not going to do no inverteds, okay? Let's see if another one snatches to my hand. All right, so I don't know what that blank one is about, but look, we got this symbol, this one, and we got this symbol. Now, I'm laughing about this because look at my hand and then look at the symbol. Like, remember I told you guys about the magic mark? All right. So if you have that magic mark, you need to be emailing me so we can have some discussions, okay? All right. So this is the Book of Runes, and I wanted to just share on a soul, just a deeper soul level, like what more information for you guys. This one here is the gateway, and it's funny. So look at the synchronicity with this. It's on page 133. Google that. What is the spiritual meaning for number 133? What's the meaning for angel number 133? Okay. All right. So let's see what this is talking about. All right. Look. So this symbol is I'm going to try to read it right. Thurizak. Okay, Thurizak. Thurizas. Yes, Thurizas. Okay, so it says gateway, place of non-action, the god of Thor. Okay. Let's make sure I'm holding this right. You got it? Okay. All right. So it says, with the gateway for its symbol, the rune indicates that there is work to be done both inside and outside yourself. Thurizas represents the frontier between heaven and the mundane, Arriving here is a recognition of your readiness to contact the numinous, the divine, to illuminate your experience so that its meaning shines through its form. All right. And so, okay. Thurisaz is a rune of non-action. Thus, the gateway is not to be approached and passed through without contemplation. Here you are being confronted with a clear reflection of what is hidden in yourself, what must be exposed and examined before right action can be undertaken. This rune strengthens your ability to wait. Now is not a time to make decisions. Deep transformational forces are at work in this next to last of the cycle runes. Okay? And so, do you guys see how no matter what spiritual modality you use, your cards are your cards? I always say that. And then it says, view the past, the learning and the joys, the victories and the sorrows, everything it took to bring you here. Observe it all, bless it all, release it all, for it is in letting go of the past that you reclaim your power. Step through the gateway now. So remember we were, talking about that. And then the other card was talking about releasing. Okay, now let's get this rune and see. So this talks about movement. All right. So this is number 125. All right. So make sure you guys take notes because I want you to reach out to me if you have any questions. So this is Ahwaz. Ahwaz. Okay. So it talks about movement, progress, the horse. And so Ahwaz is a rune of transit, transition, and movement, of physical shifts, new dwelling places, new attitudes, or new life. It is also signifies movement in the sense of improving or bettering any situation. So remember the beginning of the reading when we talked about the chariot, when we talked about the cards that were coming up in the shuffle, when we talked about the 1111, the Three of Wands, right? So everything in those cards focused on movement. And again, remember, some of you will come into union spring, some of you will come into union in the summer. Okay, so with this, it talks about there is about this rune a sense of gradual development and steady progress with the accompanying notion of slow growth through numerous shifts and changes. This could apply to the growth of a business or to the development of an idea. A relationship may need to undergo changes if it is to live and grow. Moral effort and steadfastness are called for when you draw movement. Another of the cycle runes, let it be said this way, as I cultivate my own nature, all else follows. Okay, so let's see the other one. All right, so this is some really good information, and I'm going to start incorporating these a little bit more. And so with this rune, excuse me, I'll turn it this way. This talks about initiation. Now you guys are following what it's saying, right? So that's 103. Okay, so this is Perth. Initiation, something hidden, a secret matter. All right. So it says hold on, sorry guys. A hieratic or mystery rune pointing to that which is beyond our frail manipulative powers. Perth is on the side of heaven, the unknowable, and has an association with the phoenix, that mystical bird which consumes itself in the fire and then rises from its own ashes. Its ways are secret and hidden. Powerful forces of change are at work here, yet what is achieved is not easily or readily shared. After all, becoming whole, the means of it is a profound secret. On the side of the earthly or mundane, there may well be surprises, gains, or rewards that you did not anticipate. On the side of human nature, this rune is symbolized by the flight of the eagle, soaring flight free from entanglement, lifting yourself above the endless ebb and flow of ordinary life to acquire broader vision. All this is indicated here. All right. And then another of the cycles for the rune. Perth stands at the heart of initiation. Nothing external matters here except as it shows you its inner reflection. This rune is concerned with the deepest stratum of your being. The bedrock on which your destiny is founded. For some, birth means experiencing a death, and need be let go of everything. No exceptions, no exclusions, nothing less than renewal of your spirit is at stake when you draw this rune. So we're all going through a spiritual transformation, right? And so we have to make sure that we're aligned, that we're manifesting the things that we want, that we're loving ourselves, that, we've come so far to only stay where we are. We have to keep going, growing, and glowing, right? And so what was the aha moment for me was the other day when, like, what I do for myself is I buy myself one thing a month, right? To appreciate myself, to show myself I love me, to take me out to dinner and anything like that. Well, we've been on lockdown, except for I go to my essential job and I bring my tail back home. So I bought some shoes the other day, and I didn't even hesitate. I didn't look at how much they cost. I just knew I really liked them. And it takes for me to like something, I'll be like, oh, all right, I'm getting that. But in that moment, it was just like, oh, okay, here, I want that, boom. And I didn't think about it. And I was just like, whoa. I can remember a time where I would be so fearful, like, okay, but if I bought this today, then what about yesterday? And what about next week? Like, will I have enough for this, that, and the third? And I had to teach my, biological mama, like, don't live like that. Like, you don't know how much damage that does to a child, And granted, I lived with my mother from the age of 7 till I was 15, I believe, 16, right? So that's what, 9 years, 10 years. It's not a relationship to where, but in that little time frame that we had, it was enough to cause a lot of, just inner child wounds that needed to be broken. Like, our relationship is beautiful now. Like, we're friends and we're learning to be mom and daughter. And it's great because she's allowing me and her to take those steps. So it's important for inner childhood wounds in this time, whether you're divine masculine, whether you're divine feminine, and when your own parents can say, hey, I own that. I fucked up. You understand what I'm saying? Like, that's not you trying to gloat and be like, yeah, I knew all along you were wrong. No, it's just like, man, like, thank you, right? We all make mistakes. We all are a little fucked up. It's just about how we deal with it moving forward, right? I'm sending you guys so much love and light. If you would like to donate to the channel, you can. That information is below. If not, subscribing to my channel is the same form as an energy exchange donation. I'm sending you guys so much love and light. Check out the community tab for the herbal healing sanitizer. Again, I'm charging them again tonight for the new moon energy, and I will be shipping them out tomorrow. All right, guys. Love and light. Talk to you soon.